Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back again to Naijafoottv, where we talk about the Super Eagles and everything in between. So the league is almost starting, and the clubs are getting to the final parts of their preseason friendly games. And yesterday night we saw Chelsea play Leverkusen in a match that ended 2-0. Chelsea defeated Victor Boniface and Nathan Tella's Leverkusen, whom I thought did not really stand up to the occasion. But I mean, Chelsea are the current world champions, and if anything, they have that uh, momentum, because of the couple of wins that they've had, especially the PSG win. So it obviously gave them boost, and it was at Stamford Bridge as well. So that's was the more reason why they had to show up well. And we saw a couple of their new signings make an appearance. Esteval, the 18 years old Brazilian wonder kid, still in the spotlight for that night, actually scored the first goal. And then I think out of 20 shots, he was directly involved with 10 of those shots, which is very fantastic. It just shows that this Chelsea side are really serious about business this season. They've really fortified their attacking areas. The only place that they might have an issue would be the defensive area, of course, because I mean, they just had Cowell go to injury recently. But I'm not here to talk about Chelsea. Just wanted to talk about players' performance. I thought Nathan Tella was really impressive for Bayern Leverkusen. He played that match for the first half. We saw him played very, very well, and really gave Cucurella a run for his money. He played for up to 81 minutes, but was unable to really leave his mark in terms of scoring a goal. Victor Boniface came in from the bench and had to play just a very small part of the game. I think he played up to 31 minutes. And actually played a lot of it, 31 minutes, but could not shake off his soon-to-be international teammate TOSIN Impresses, who was also introduced later in the second half to completely man-mark Victor Boniface in terms of area duel, in terms of ground duels, all of them. Tosin showed to us yet again the reason why he is a top defender who, of course, will be very valuable for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But with that one done and dusted, Bayer Leverkusen have now finished their friendly games. So the next stop is going to be in the league, which is coming up next week. Their league is actually starting next week, and their first stop is going to be at the DFB Pokal competition, the first round, where they will play SG. That's next week, and then the following week they will continue with their season. And aside from this loss against Chelsea, they really had a good preseason, except from also the 5-1 loss that they considered at the hands of Flamengo under 20. That was actually the first match of coach Eric Ten Hag. So it's safe to say that he was just being welcomed, into the club in a very harsh way by that Flamengo side. But after that Flamengo game, they went to play Bochum, beat them 2-0. Fortuna Sittard beat them 2-1. And then Pisa, they beat them 3-0 before meeting Chelsea. So they've really had a good preseason, and they will just hope that this Chelsea loss is not going to affect them as they look to start the season next week. And speaking about the league, Victor Osimhen's Galatasaray actually kick-started their league defense yesterday. They played out a 3-0 victory in the Turkish Super League against Gaziantep. Osimhen was not available for that match because it was said that he's not match fit, because obviously he didn't join the rest of the guys for the preseason. I joined in later on, so that was why the coach didn't deem him fit enough to make appearance for this first match of the season. But the next match that they have coming up on Friday against Fates Karagumrok is going to surely be in contention to make appearance for that one. But he was very, very supportive of his players. Actually went on social media before the match to wish them some good luck with the post. Good luck, guys. Let's start strong until the end. Posted that a few minutes before their game began, and they went on and did that great work to start their title defense in a flying manner. But let's talk about other guys as well. Wilfred Ndidi, of course, we recently joined Fenerbahce Football Club. Is in line to make an instant impact with this Fenerbahce side. They were supposed to have their first game of the league this new season this weekend, but it didn't happen because they actually also participating in playoffs of the Conference League. They have a game against St. Patrick's. That game is coming up on Thursday. They've actually won their first leg 4-1, so it's going to be a match that they will fancy completing. So maybe indeed is going to be a partaker of that one because obviously he's fit. He had been in preseason training with Leicester City. So unlike Victor Osimhen, I don't think there will be any issues like him not being fit to start immediately. And for the coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he has said some things about Wilfred Ndidi and the fact that they actually uh, need him. That's why they went on to sign him. He said, "We signed Ndidi. We want to sign players who will compete for the title." He was there when I lost against Leicester City when I was in charge of Manchester United. I know he will help the team a lot. So that's the reason Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said he went and got Ndidi. He had played with him, played against him when he was in United, and Ndidi was very phenomenal when they played. So that was like the whole backstory to why he wanted Ndidi to sign for his new team. But we'll see what happens, guys. Moving away, guys, just a little bit of updates concerning Ademola Lookman. It seems that an intermediary agency has now, offered Ademola Lookman to Arsenal for them to buy. And based on the report, it said that this agency is directly involved with Atlanta. So that means that Atlanta are trying to use another agency to try and sell or offer Lookman to other clubs outside of the Serie A because they made it clear before they don't want to sell him uh, to a club in the Serie A. If not, I mean, Ademola Lookman should have joined Inter right now, but they are looking to sell him to other clubs. Arsenal are the ones now that have now been given Ademola Lookman. But Arsenal are not prioritizing getting Lookman because they think that Iberici is someone that fits their projects, more than Ademola Lookman. So it's still early days. Of course, the transfer window is just I think 2 or 3 weeks. It's not even up to 3 weeks. Let's just say 2 weeks or less. So it's really, really going to be interesting to see what happens. Will Arsenal be able to get Iberici from Crystal Palace, or will they settle for Ademola Lookman, even though it's not like their primary target?